Pisces, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Pisces, you are dropping conflict, okay? Be it conflict with yourself, that inner conflict we can have sometimes, where we have opposing voices or opposing ideas within us, or conflict with other people. Just remember that the conflict that you're dealing with here, everybody is on an equal playing field. Okay, see how nobody's really above everybody and the whole thing is just chaotic? The fives are about chaos and uncomfortable change. So these things come into our lives to show us what we don't want. So you had this conflict, be it an inner conflict or conflict with somebody else, dealing at the same level, meaning that not one person had the upper hand in any way, shape, or form. It was just conflict for conflict's sake. So this chaos came in to show you something that you didn't want, okay? That's you. The antagonist here is the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups has something to offer, be it, some people talk about it being the cup of love, but a lot of times I look at the cups, because it talks about emotional fulfillment. I don't always go straight to love. Sometimes I go with how much energy you have to give to somebody. Does that make sense? How much energy are you willing to output for a particular situation? So if you're dropping this conflict in order to reserve your energy to bring it to something else, then that's a really good thing, Pisces. So you're recognizing that you don't want to waste your energy on these pointless... You're not looking to win every battle. You're reserving your energy to take on the war. Does that make sense? Okay. You don't feel like there's a white knight out in the distance. There's no benevolent leader that's going to fix this situation, okay? Or the situation is in such a position where no one person can take control of the whole thing. It's kind of more where all of these different people on the equal playing field need to work things out amongst themselves in order to move forward. And you're willing to put forth the time and energy that it takes to work with them, but you're not willing to fight anymore. You're not willing to deal with the conflict. If it becomes constructive, you will choose to move forward. But if it remains chaotic, you're just not going to go there. The journey that you have is you feel like if you remain in this conflicted energy, then you're not going to get a return on your investment and you're not going to be able to move forward because your journey is you feeling stuck. And this is very much tied to you right here because this card represents you. This card represents your journey. So it feels like the antagonist is you wanting to make the change in order to be able to have a return on investment so you don't feel stuck anymore, which is why your potential outcome is the understanding and the knowing. See, the high priestess doesn't engage in this kind of behavior. The high priestess figures out what she needs to know and she waits for other people to wear themselves out and then she comes in and speaks her mind and speaks her truth. She doesn't go out into the battlefield. She advises people on how they should deal with conflict. So that's kind of where you're going with it, is if people are willing to work with you constructively, you're willing to work with them. If it's just endless banter and chaos and arguments for argument's sake, then you're going to conserve your energy for the long run. Yeah. And you're recognizing that everything will come out in the wash. It's just going to take time. Okay? That's all there is to it. If you step back and you let the same thing, like I said, with this high priestess, if you step back and you let other people do what they're going to do, eventually things will calm down. And then that's when you're going to step in and be like, okay, here's what I've learned. Here's what I have. And here's what I have to share with you. Because that's what this Nine of Cups is all about. This is about having enough emotion or energy and feeling good in the situation that you have and willing to share that with others. So the knowledge that comes with all of this is more of a gut feeling that you have than it is a logical feeling that you have, that eventually all of this will settle down, and then you'll be able to come in and be like, hey, look, I don't know why it had to happen this way, but it had to happen for a reason. Now let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Now let's get constructive about it. Let me show you what I've learned, and you let me know what you've learned, and then we'll all take that and move on. So Pisces, it feels to me like you're stuck in a little bit of chaos, but in the end, you're going to be the peacekeeper. And you're doing that by conserving your energy for the long run, dropping the little drama that's happening, okay? And just sticking that path and saying, you know what, I'm going to move forward with everybody. And if they work constructively, I'll step in and loan my knowledge. But if they're not going to work constructively, I'm just going to remove myself from the situation, because at some point, somebody's going to have to step in and be the adult. And Pisces, that's going to be you. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next time.